Hi everyone, I am Professor Shalini. In this lecture, we are going to see different types of centrifugal governor. Okay, the first type of centrifugal governor is Watt governor. Okay, this Watt governor is a simplest form of centrifugal governor. Okay, it is basically a conical pendulum with links attached to sleeves of negligible mass. It is conical governor attached to sleeves of negligible mass. Okay, this is sleeve. Okay, now we will see its construction. Okay, the arms of governor may be connected to spindle in three different ways. Okay, in first, pivot P may be on spindle axis. Okay, in first case, pivot is considered to be on spindle axis of sleeve. Okay, in second case, the pivot P may be offset from spindle axis and arms when produced intersect at O. Okay, in second case, pivot P is offset from this spindle axis. Okay, it is offset from spindle axis and then these arms are further extended. Okay, and they intersect at point O. Okay, in third case, the pivot P may be offset from spindle axis and arm when produced intersect at O in second case, and in third case pivot P may be offset but arm cross the axis at O. In third case, the arms cross each other at point O on spindle axis. Okay, and this pivot point is offset from spindle axis. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Okay, now we will move towards derivation for height h for Watt governor. Okay, let here W be the mass of ball in kg. W be the weight of ball in Newton. Okay, and we know what is for value for W, mg, where m is mass of ball in kg. Okay, let T be tension in arms in, and we all know tension is given in newtons. Okay, let omega be the angular velocity of arm and ball. Okay, about spindle axis, and angular velocity is given in radian per second. Let r be radius of governor. Okay, that is horizontal distance from center of ball to spindle axis in meters. Okay, let Fc, that is centrifugal force acting on ball, be Fc. Okay, and we all know force is given in newtons. Okay, and value for Fc is m omega square r. Okay, and h is height of governor and height is given in meters. Okay, we have to assume here that weights of arm, links and sleeves are negligible as compared to weight of ball. We want to consider three weights as negligible. Which are that three? Weight of arms, weight of arms, weight of sleeves. Okay, and weight of links as negligible in this case. Okay, now we will move towards derivation. Equilibrium in ball. Okay, now the ball suppose is in equilibrium condition. Okay, then we want to take centrifugal force acting on ball, tension in arm and weight of ball. Okay, the ball is in equilibrium condition under three forces. Which are that three forces? Centrifugal force acting on ball, tension in arm and weight of ball. Okay, we know we have taken mass, weight, tension, angular velocity. radius, centrifugal force and height. Okay, we are considering ball in equilibrium condition. Okay, then at equilibrium condition, centrifugal force into height is equal to weight of ball into r. Okay, here we put value of Fc, that is mr omega square. Okay, and height of governor is h. Okay, what is value of W? As I said earlier, it is mass into gravitational acceleration into r. Here r gets cancelled. Okay, m gets cancelled. Then we find value of h. What is value of h? H is equal to g upon omega square. G upon omega square, where g is in meter per second square and omega is in radian per second and height is in meters. Okay, here we can find value of omega. What is value of omega? We all know formula 2 pi n upon 60. Okay, here we don't know value of n. Okay, this we can put in formula. Okay, and obtain value of h. Okay, h is equal to 9.8. Here we take 9.8 as gravitational acceleration value of g. Okay, and by this formula we can obtain value of h. Okay, that is h is equal to 895 upon n square, and as we all know h, height of governor, is in meters. Okay, from this equation we can see that height of governor is inversely proportional to speed. Okay, therefore at high speed the value of h, that is height of governor, will be less. Okay, at high speed change in value of h is small. Okay, hence small change in speed is not sufficient to enable the governor of this type to operate the mechanism. Okay, hence these governors, that is watt type of governors, may not work sufficiently at relatively low speed. Suppose at speed of 60 to 80 rpm this watt governor cannot work satisfactorily. Okay, now we will see next type of governor. The next type of governor is Porter governor. Okay, this is diagram for Porter governor. This Porter governor is nothing but it is modified shape of Watt's governor. Okay, what is change made in Watt's governor? A central load is attached to sleeves. We can see that central load is attached to sleeves. It is same as that of Watt governor. Okay, only central load is attached here. Okay, the Porter governor was first effective high speed governor designed by American engineer. Okay, it was designed by American engineer named George Porter. Okay, we can find expression for height of governor by instantaneous center method. Here height of Watt governor we have seen. Now we will see this by instantaneous center method. Okay, the load moves up and down the central spindle. Okay, the additional downward force increases the speed of revolution required to enable the ball to rise up. Okay, now we will see derivation. Okay, let m be the mass of ball in kgs. Okay, let capital M here be mass of central load which is also in kgs. Let W be weight of ball. Okay, in weight of ball. Okay, let capital W be weight of center load. Okay, let r be radius of rotation and it is in meters. Okay, let h be the height of governor in meters. Let Fc be centrifugal force which is given in Newton. Let omega be angular speed of balls which is given in radian per second. Here we will take new quantities, that is alpha. That is alpha is angle of inclination of upper arm to vertical and beta is angle of inclination of link to vertical. We will see in diagram. This alpha is angle of inclination of this upper arm to vertical, and beta is angle of inclination of lower arm to vertical. Okay, we use two new quantities, alpha and beta, and T1 is force on arms and it is in newtons, and T2 is force in link and it is in Newton. Okay, now we will see derivation here. Here formula final equations are given as n square is equal to m plus capital M upon small m, where m is mass of each ball and capital M is mass of central load. Okay, into 895 upon h. This equation is without friction. Okay, when we take friction in consideration, our equation changes. Okay, and it becomes n square is equal to mg plus in bracket capital M into g plus f whole bracket complete upon 2 entire term divided by mg into 1 plus q into 895 upon h. This equation is by taking friction in consideration. Okay, the height of governor can also be obtained here. What is formula for height of governor? M plus capital M upon small m into g omega square. Okay, by this we can see that the mass of central load, that is capital M, increases the height of governor in the ratio of m small m plus capital M upon small m. Okay, the height of governor increases with ratio of m plus capital M upon small m. Okay, where small m is mass of ball and capital M is mass of central load. Okay, thank you.